Hi, my name is Jennifer Dixon with Thrive Yoga and Wellness. In today's Thrive Online tutorial, we're going to break down the Chaturanga. You probably noticed that I have several videos on the Chaturanga, or the low plank, the yoga push-up, because it's so many people struggle with, and when strength and without the alignment, it can really hurt your shoulders and your elbows and So, to do your chaturanga, it's entered into usually from a high plank position. To get into your high plank position, you plug those toes into the mat. The hands are directly underneath the ribs. I love to puff out that space between my shoulder blades because it helps me to lengthen down through the tailbone and suck my belly in. To get into your chaturanga, you push your heels forward, hug those elbows into your chest. Here's chaturanga. Now check it. My shoulders are not beneath my triceps or my elbows, even though they could. That puts a whole bunch of pressure on the shoulder girdle. It's about 90 degrees or a little above 90 degrees. It's a really hard pose to hold and talk, so let me demonstrate it again. So toes forward, 90-ish degrees. That's when you transition to your upward facing dog, and then you go to your downward facing dog. To get into your chaturanga, you want to make sure that your booty is not above your shoulders, but it's also not sagging down below. Your booty is in line with your shoulders. Everything's in line. In order to do that, you might have to drop your knees. That's totally okay. In fact, I recommend it because that saves your shoulders a whole bunch. If your belly is not strong enough to hold your body up, to hold your booty in the right spot, that's going to dump all that pressure onto your shoulders, and they were not made to hold up all that weight right off the bat. They, of course, can get strong enough to do that over time when you've been practicing your chaturanga safely. So let me show you the modification. Here we are in our high plank down on our knees. It's a little bit harder to push yourself forward in a high plank on your knees, so I generally start out right where I need to be in order to go to my low plank. Remember, shoulders don't go below those triceps. Stay here and build some strength. Push back up. If you can do maybe 10 of these chaturanga push-ups on your knees, maintaining that integrity, that hip to shoulder integrity, then that probably means you're ready to try a chaturanga up on your toes. Now, a great way to build strength for your chaturanga is to do those chaturanga push-ups, just like I showed you on the knees. They're so much more difficult than regular push-ups because you're using your triceps more. Chaturanga, push all the way back up. Push, go down, push all the way back up. As you do this, you're going to work your shoulders like it's nobody's business. You're going to feel your lats working, your rhomboid, basically your entire body, and your belly's working because your belly is what coordinates your shoulders and your shoulders, your hips and your shoulders being together. So if you can't keep your belly engaged enough to keep the hips in line, make sure you stay down on your knees, tailbones down. You can have your feet up or down, and then practice that chaturanga push-up, moving everything in one long line. So if you had one of those 3-foot rulers, I don't know if you remember that from elementary school, the teacher would use them to create a straight line. If you had a straight ruler on your back, that ruler would stay flat on the back. You're not bending the back. The tailbone's not jutting up in the air. It's one long, beautiful spine. Let's try that chaturanga one more time. Tailbones down, bellies in, elbows stay in. That's key. We're not in boot camp with your elbows out wide. Elbows shoot back, 90-ish degrees, push back up, and then go to your dog, or you can go position. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you maybe explored your chaturanga in a slightly different way. If you want some more cues, more tips, and more drills, check out our YouTube page. Make sure you like and follow it. And we have several blog posts on chaturanga. It's a great pose. It'll make you nice and strong. And if you can master the chaturanga, you will be able to master all of the inversions. That is the shoulder and belly strength you need to get all of those arm balances. And so I highly recommend practicing those chaturangas, getting the shoulder strong enough to manage weight. Will come to your practice just like that. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had fun. I'll see you again soon. Namaste.